Alright, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. We're back with some more Dark Souls 2. 41 hours, dear Lord. We are about to take on a boss. I have no idea what this boss is yet. We should probably leave Majula first. Luckily, this one's easy to find. The mines. Alright, so we're going to take on this boss. First try, obviously, and then we're going to win. I can't believe I've sunk 41 hours into this game. And none of it was off stream. Come on, fireballs. Oh, Lord. Matito! Thank you for redeeming Kitty Rave. No! Rude. So rude. Oh. Tito is first. Tekken 8. I will give updates for Game Awards as I possibly can. I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of competing with the Game Awards, so I expect it to be a quiet night. There we go. There's some cookies for you. Tekken 8 is officially announced. That is awesome. I don't know why I felt compelled to dodge there. I had no chance of not getting hit. Come on, Poison, do your thing. There we go. Oh, he dropped something. Titanite Shard, I'll take that. Elden Ring wins Best Direction. Yeah, that's not surprising. Best Direction. Actually, that one's surprising. Mario and Rabbids wins Best Strategy Game. Okay. Maybe I'm not as familiar with that game as I thought. With that franchise in general. I thought it was more like a Mario Party type game, but if it's winning strategy game awards, I guess I'm not correct in that assumption. I did post what I could on Discord Party going live. I saw Stray 1. Well, I mean, yeah, I can just... Best Indie Debut. Kevin Conroy to make posthumous appearance as Batman in the Suicide Squad game. That name seems familiar. This might sound blasphemous, and I apologize for that, but I'm not familiar. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know right off the top who that is. I'm guessing he played Batman in the past? Or voiced him, I guess? Arcane wins Best Adaptation. Yeah, that seems right. Jedi Survivor. Release date March 15th. I didn't know there was a Jedi Survivor. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that's the sequel to Fallen Order? And God of War wins Best Narrative. That's not surprising at all. Arcane, honestly, that is on my Netflix list to be watched. That actually looks very intriguing. I have no interest in League of Legends as a game, but I love the lore and the characters, and I love that they're exploring other mediums, um, other facets of the world, like through Arcane. There's a fighting game being developed called Project L, and you can play as various characters in a fighting game scenario. It's like a tag team thing. That sounds really cool. So, can't wait for that. He's been the voice of Batman for 30 years. He passed away last month. Oh, dang, okay. I'm sure I've heard the name. It definitely does sound familiar. I'm bad when it comes to, like, credits. Especially if they're VA credits. But I'm glad they're able to utilize his voice one more time. Right in the face. Dang it. I did too good of a job. I'm just wasting arrows. Dang it. Oh, there you are. Oh. Nope, we're not done yet. Titanite shard, yes. Give me all the shards. Alright, we still gotta deal with Fireball Boy. Which might not be as hard as I thought it would be. Ah, there we go. One slice, dang. I will take that. Dragon Charm. Probably sounds cooler than it really is. Cures poison and greatly restores. Yeah, I already had one. It's a neat item. I appreciate it. It's not as cool as I thought it would be, though. Alright. Here we go. Any tips? Spots ahead, but visions of lesser foes. Gorgeous view ahead. Oh, it's Jabba the Hutt! Come on, do your hippity hop. figure out where you're going? Honestly, it doesn't seem like a hard boss. I'm sure I could do this with the sword, but better safe than sorry. I don't know if I've attempted a boss yet, so at least not in this game. Let's try to make this the first. Uh-oh. Ooh, let's see this in action. I did too much damage. I didn't see how much it was. Alright. Well, I killed it, I guess. Yay! First try! Hurrah for jumping! Oh, fine, whatever. Alright, I will accept that. Bonfire? Woman? Something required ahead and then phantom ahead. Oh, God. Lower Earthen Peak. Alright, let's go to Majula and get our level before we die horribly. As Dusk Falls wins games for impact. Is that the one with the unique art style on Xbox? Or at least on Game Pass? That game is on my list. Yeah, it is on Game Pass, okay. That game is on my list to play along with Midnight Suns and Pokemon. I didn't know you were interested in Midnight Suns. Hold on. Before we do that. Let's see if this makes me fat roll. Nope. Must be 60%. Comes off pretty fast considering I'm not able to use it properly. What is that? That is weapon category. Oh. There we go. That makes sense. Casting speed. Okay. Counter strength, poise damage. Dark. Let's see. God, that's a big staff. That's not what I wanted. See, the Twinkling Twilight has been fairly rare. You know what? Let's try it. Why not? It is a bit slower, but maybe the extra magic damage will kind of compensate for that.
I'll be around if you make it back.
But for now... Actually, I wonder. Yes! Enjoy my company, friend! Oh, I have enough to upgrade this some more. Not that, however. I mean, I've been pretty heavily reliant on my bow as of late, so why not? When bow used by Bellkeeper is very light and required hardly any strength. The bell symbolizes forbidden love. The Bellkeepers are faithful guardians, ever ready to annihilate trespassers. They will stand watch forever and ever, these determined, if ill-fated, marionettes. Yeah, I think this is going to be weaker overall. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. Stick with this guy. Maybe I should consider upgrading my armor. Just to give myself that little bit of boost. I did that in the first game. And I did notice a difference after a while. FF14 wins best community support. I don't know what that, like, best community game? Like MMO? I'm not familiar with what a community support as a category would be. Alright, sure. Literally no difference, so, alright, fine. Oh, I ran out of Titanite shards. Just because I can. Okay, bye. I've pretty much, like, stuck with this armor since I found it, so might as well start reinforcing it. What do I need? 16.3. How am I doing for arrows? 322. I'm still pretty good there. Alright, that's fine. 16.3, so about 4K. Yeah, sure. What was it? 3. They're only worth 50. Dang it. There we go. I didn't want to look at the bloodstain, actually. Maybe leveling up that staff wasn't a good idea. Like, there's other things that I can level up right now. Only 20? Dang. Alright, we're gonna get Dex to 30, then we'll get Endurance to 30, and then we'll see what happens after that. Maybe we'll get Intelligence to 50. I feel like I probably should have held off on the Twinkling Twilight now, but whatever. Alright, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. There we go, okay. Presented by Discord. Okay. I'm sure I'm confusing it more in my head than it really needs to be. Like, it's probably not as befuddling as I'm making it out to be. Why does this just seem to be one giant pit? I'm very confused. Despair ahead. Awesome. Who doesn't like some despair? Be wary of dashing through. Ambush ahead. Cool. Quagmire ahead. Thank you. Oh, I put him through the stairs. That's gotta suck. Switch. I expected that to be tougher. Really? Really? Get off of me! Radiant Life Gem. Come on, it's on my boots. I'm well protected, I promise. Illusion ahead. Is there another locked somewhere? On this room, not that I can see anyway. Alright, well, whatever. Dang it. That is a lot of gears. Holy crap. Oh, I can't make that jump. Maybe you're supposed to drop down from above or something. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. I don't think this is progress. Oh, hi. Nice try there, friend. Pike. Yeah, sure. It's a weapon. Fairly certain I already had one. Oh! Yeah, that seems about right. My poise is like non-existent, so as soon as I get hit, that's it. I literally have no reason to kill him. I already got the treasure chest open. Diablo 4, June the 6th. So about 6 more months to go. I'm sure Arma will be very happy with that. I am not very happy with that. I just ate it. Like my not reaction time. As soon as I get hit, I sit there and like my character just sits there and wallows in it for like a few seconds at least every time. The heck was that? Oh. Oh, you're gone. Oh, there you are. Yeah, not so much fun, is it, friend? Owie! Buddy was about to heal himself there. Grave Warden top. Oh, goody. I can dress like a Grave Warden. I don't like that name. For anybody that's played Dragon Age, you join a faction called the Grey Wardens, and it sounds way too similar to that. I don't like it. I shall call shenanigans on your illusionary wall. Okay, you're down. Owie! Yeah, there's only one of you this time. Not so tough now. Yeah, we went that way. Okay. Alright, let's try again. This time with a little less fail, hopefully. Sure, why not? Silver black shield. Sure, let's see what that is. No. Gran Turismo 7 wins best sports / racing game. Really? If that's what passes for best sports game, then our sports genre of games really needs to step it up. Splatoon 3 wins best multiplayer game. Yeah, I can see that. God of War wins best audio design. Interesting. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom wins most anticipated game. Sure. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't understand why. I get why people like Zelda. I don't get why people are so obsessed with it. Oh, that is a lot of death. That is so much death. Oh, God. What is that? Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. No! Bad Headless Man. I know you're here. Just come out and play already. Wait, what? Interesting. Didn't expect that. Ooh, I will take that though. Oh, hi. I just took a giant arrow right to my face. Dang. Alright, we're doing traps on the floor again. Cool. Bayonetta 3 wins best action game. And charity. Thank you, Petito. For anybody that happens to be lurking in chat, yes, we are indeed running a charity event. Oh, I don't like the positioning of this at all. It's for Food Banks Canada, just to help any families that are in need this holiday, ensure they've got food for their families. So if that's something you would like to partake, there are the links to the charity itself, as well as my Tiltify page if you would like to donate. Alright. Cool. Alright, I'll take it. Mannequin shield. Is that what those are supposed to be? Mannequins? Head? Mannequin mask. Oh, hi. Ow! Ladder combat sucks. Be wary of ambush and then behind. Well played, game. Well played. Hole! Hurrah for revenge! What are we revenging against here? Oh! Oh! Yay. Alright, let's do it again. I can't even say that was a silly death. It was just a death. A very mundane, blah kind of death. Oh, you're that. Okay. Interesting. Why am I missing? Because I was trying to shoot up there, apparently. Mannequin boots. Alright, friend, let's do this. Oh! Bonnie's just standing there like, yeah, cool, I didn't have to do anything. Sorcerer that dates further back than recollection. Repairs equipped weapons and armor. That's cool. Uses light to repair damaged weapons or armor. Supposedly something. Wow. Alright, I think that's everybody that's currently going to make my life more complicated. Maybe. Oh. I guess I killed the ones that were climbing down before. Dang! Right, and then look carefully. Ah. Oh. Okay. So how do I get there? Huh. Oh, okay. Because that makes sense. Oh, I saw you. Ambush ahead. Shocking. Be wary of what poison? Very fancy. Too bad it didn't work. This time. Let's be real. I'm sure it will work at some point. Hey, we got the door open. Liar ahead. Yeah, that can be broken. Okay, fine. I mean, I have to know. That is not what I was expecting. Divine blessing. Oh god, oh god, oh god, get up there. Okay. Just mirror shield. Or Mirror, I guess. There it is. Getting the impression it's not that great. Mostly for parrying. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's go back up then, I guess. No! Silver black spear. Let's see what this thing looks like. Faith for it. Interesting. Silver Black Spear imbued with the power of dark. The Grave Wardens vowed to ensure the tranquility of those who slumber in the undead crypt. If one dares disturb them, the Grave Wardens make no allowance for stature or riches and will readily bury them along with the others. Alright. God of War wins best score / music. I've heard that the audio is quite amazing for that game. So all the audio awards it seems to be winning, I'm not surprised. Guts ahead. Head.
Well, we need to begin. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself.
Friend, you creep me out.
Well, there's treasure. I don't.
Is that literally all you're gonna say? Yeah, okay. Does not open from this side. Okay. That was very anticlimactic. Alright. Dang it. Should have finished when you had the chance. But you failed. Did he make the leap? Oh, he absolutely made the leap. And I am not going to try that. As badly as I want to, I really don't want to die horribly, so let's carry on. Ah, you're a big silly. Those kind of traps I don't mind because I can dodge them easily enough. Oh, Luckstone, nice. Okay. No secrets to be had there. That's unfortunate. Alright, cool. Now we're on the flip side. Yay! Part of me wants to drop down there. Part of me believes I would die horribly, though. Alright, against my better judgment, I'm gonna do it. Humanity restored. Beautiful. Alright. Sure, why not? That was not nearly done as far as I thought it would be. Chest ahead. There is indeed a chest. Let's open up this bad boy first.
Well, we need to. There's treasure this way. I don't quite.
Didn't seem to care about the door, that's fine. Alright, what do we got? Great heavy soul arrow. Yes, please. That seems a bit more perilous. That doesn't. Why do I feel like this is gonna, like, crush me and kill me? Alright. Lightning spear. Ooh. Too bad I don't have the faith to actually, you know, wield it. I'm curious. If I were to go over there, I feel like you would be stuck. Oh. We're here. Dang it! Yeah. The guy takes literally 8 years to drink his friggin' Estus potion. If he had just downed it, I probably would have survived that. Dang it. Died in an area I shouldn't even have been in. So sad. And we're back here again. Oh, hello. Gotta give them credit, they got skills. Okay. Just making sure. Oh. Beauty. This is not gonna end well, I can already tell, but I gotta try. I overshot? Okay. Didn't anticipate that. Well, nuts. More boots. No, thank you. Oh god, I have so many leggings. There we go. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about my inventory too much at the moment. Right. Literally forgot these guys were here again. I'm sitting here mashing the square button to take the Estus flask, and he does nothing. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna have a lot of really dumb deaths tonight, apparently. That's fine. It's okay. Oh, it's over there. Okay. God of War wins innovation and accessibility. That's good. Games are pretty good with their, or getting better, I should say, with their accessibility options, so. Glad to hear that. Alright, come on. Much better. I don't actually know where to go from here. Proud of yourself, friend. Alright, I'm gonna try something. It's gonna fail, but I gotta try. Alright. Didn't fail. Soul of a Brave Warrior and Crimson Water. That wasn't worth it. Hurrah for illusion, and then good luck. Oh, it does get me over. Alright, well, here we go. Yep, that's about right. I have no idea where I'm going now. What pathways have I missed? Everything seems to be, like, central to going there. Not central, but there's, like, a few different access points of getting there. Oh. Cool. Ah, the dumb deaths. Gotta love the dumb deaths. Am I just not familiar with what bleeding does? Actually, maybe it's more like bleed out, like in Elden Ring. When you've hit bleed out status, you just take a massive chunk of damage. I didn't actually see what my health looked like prior to that, so... Oh. Where the heck? There you are. Alright, that went better. Okay, so we gotta walk out with a little more... Yeah, there we go. Forgot about those guys anyway. You know what? I might call it early here. This place is not very fun. I gotta be honest. Doesn't help that I'm not good at it. We'll try one more time for that, and then, I mean, I gotta get up early anyways, so I was probably gonna call it around 11, 11:30, but... This seems like a better night to call it earlier than that. So we'll give it one more shot. I'm not an early riser panda. I don't know how to phrase it. And I have to be doing my daily stuff earlier than usual tomorrow. Which means I have to go to bed earlier than usual. Which is very lame. But it has to be done. Alright, I'm done. You gotta know when to call it. It's time to call it. Alright, well, Betito, thank you for keeping me up to date. I appreciate that. Whoever else is lurking in chat, thank you for hanging out as well. Sorry this sucked. It is what it is. Oh, right, cookies. There we go. Alright, well, we'll try again next time. Gives me a little downtime before I have to call it a night, so whatever. Betito, thank you for jumping in and saying hello. And like I said, keeping me up to date. I greatly appreciate that. We're not gonna raid, obviously. There's no one here, so, Saturday we will be back with, Horizon, and we will continue to figure out what I'm missing on Sunday. Other than that item I keep dying trying to get, I have no idea where to go in here. So, there's gotta be a path that I'm missing, right? But, whatever. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you again, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch you again soon. Have a good night.